Welcome back to Speaking of. I'm Manera.
I already say it. Welcome back to Speaking of. I'm Ish.
And
welcome back. This is episode 6.
Oh, yeah. 6.
Thank you guys for all your love and support.
Right, we totally appreciate y'all. Keep us at number 1 at High Society Podcast. Brenda be mad when I say that, but
it is what it is.
Right.
Make sure y'all watching his videos too. Watch ours first and then go watch it.
Yeah, and like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. It's free to support us. We
and
two
share.
young black females trying to do our thing, and we just need y'all to definitely subscribe, like, comment, share our videos to whatever platform that you have, social media platform that you have, and we appreciate you guys.
Don't just show our videos to people on your phone. No, send it to them. Let them click the link, and they can like, subscribe, and comment, and do. You know, it's a cycle, baby.
It's free. We don't ask you guys for nothing. Just subscribe, like, comment.
It's Teacher Appreciation Month, so send me a couple $.
I'm joking.
I mean, appreciation week.
So we appreciate you too.
Oh, thank you, baby,
for teaching our babies.
Thank you, baby.
And sticking by them.
Shout out to all my little.
It takes a village.
So shout out to my Rugrats.
I gotta I'm gonna do something cute for the teachers because they've really been holding it down. So I do something.
I never do. I try to, but
me too. I try to around the holidays like Christmas, really, but
I think teacher appreciation is a little easier to do because then you're not. So
but they got so many teachers though.
But it's easier than having to throw it in there for Christmas. For Christmas, it's crazy.
Right. So this month, being that it's Mental Health Awareness Month, we're gonna talk about mental health. So let's get into that topic. Right. On
a mental health tip.
So let's jump into what mental health awareness is. So it's basically to Mental Health Month. Is that what I'm saying it right?
Mental Health Awareness Month.
It's on, basically get it together. Raise awareness of those living with mental and behavior issues, health issues, and to reduce the stigma that many people face today. So certain types of mental health that I can think of is anxiety disorder, bipolar disorder, depression, and behavior and emotional disorder. Mm-hmm. So I know for myself, I wouldn't say that I experienced depression, but I do get stressed out from time to time to the point where like I literally have to pray and I be crying,
get stressed out,
but I cry in the bathroom because I don't want my children to see what I'm going through. But I wouldn't say to the point where I need help because
we all need help.
Yeah, we do, but I wouldn't say it that far. But anxiety, definitely.
You suffer from anxiety?
Yeah. And I had panic attacks. Like the other day, I had a panic attack because I was kind of stressed out. I ain't gonna share.
Friend.
I was just kind of stressed out, so I laid down and I was in the house by myself. So when I'm in the house by myself, sometimes my thoughts start to ramble, whatever. So I woke up. Yeah, I woke up and I was like I couldn't breathe. I was just like I could not breathe. So I'm like, let me just take 10 seconds, and I started counting to 10 and doing this. We like this thing at my job because I work in a hospital, and it's Jinsu something, I forgot, but she was telling me to hold like my thumb like this for a few minutes. So I was doing that, and I was holding them both like this and counting and just taking deep breaths. So that kind of helped. And then I spoke to Brandon, I spoke to my mother, but I feel okay now. But
well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, so I definitely experienced that, but I wouldn't say it's to the point where I need help because I'm learning to fix, my issues a little bit.
I think when you don't dwell on your issues, because that buildup of issues and your thoughts and stuff, it really takes over, and it's never a good feeling. Right. So I just try. For me, I try not to dwell on things. But I wouldn't say I ever went through depression, because I feel like depression lasts for a while. Yeah. So I go through I call them series of unfortunate events. So when bad things just keep happening back to back, and it's dang, I can't catch a break. Yeah. You don't feel depressed, but you do feel overwhelmed. Why do I have 4 very big problems at one time? I
could say that I never came to the point where I felt like I wanted to harm myself or I just wanted to, just give up because I be hearing. I say it sometimes, like I just feel like giving up, but I never do because I look at my children, or that's what I do too.
I never think of doing it myself, but I do sometimes think like, well, what would happen if I just kill myself right now? But I don't ever think like I'm going to kill myself right now. Yeah. But I will think like, well, what? Like if I'm stressed out. What brings you back?
The babies.
Probably.
Yeah. I know mine do because I even take the time out.
It's not a thought that I'm thinking of doing it. It's just like if I do this, what would y'all like? How would y'all survive?
Yeah, I think many people do that.
Yeah.
So, what causes mental health problems? So, I know people could face like childhood trauma
or anything traumatic. It didn't even have to happen in your childhood,
right? Neglect or feeling alone, social isolation, chronic physical health conditions, poverty, of course, debt. That's one of the things that gets me. Debt.
That make you feel stressed out? I don't really care about that.
Yeah, because
if I owe you, you gonna get it when you get it. I ain't got it, so
it's not really debt. It's like if you can't pay a certain bill, like I'm gonna be stressed out if I can't pay this bill, that bill, like. I
don't care about them bills. I'm for real. The bills not finna stress me out.
That's why I'm to the point is
the only bill that I feel like really won't stress me out. Small things like my car note, like that's a big bill. So like that would stress me out if I didn't have the money to do that.
Yeah, the only thing stress me out
if it's on my car note or rent.
What the hell are we gonna do? Sleep in the dark?
You better
you can't do nothing with the kids with no lights on, girl.
PSC&G will take a while to cut you off. It'll be all right. They take like 8 months, 8, 9. They take a very long time before they actually cut you off.
Before they didn't, like they cut you off like before. That. But now, like, they don't care.
And now it's kind of like if you pay something, you good. So PSC&G really, they in the back of my head.
Oh God.
They don't listen to this PSC&G. But
don't listen to her. They're gonna cut y'all lights off and your gas.
Don't cut the gas off. You can cut off my lights. I need the gas. How we gonna cook?
Nah, you could hit the gas. How? Don't cut my lights off. I'll order some food, some takeout.
Now you wasting money. Now you really don't got money for
but everything in your freezer and your refrigerator gonna go bad. What y'all gonna eat? You talk about cooking. What kind of meat you wanna eat? You have to buy meat every day. That's expensive.
Nah, don't cut my gas off. Man, how you gonna cook the food? Oh, you don't want to cook the food?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll order out
every day for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, instead of having a 4. But you're gonna be buying a pack of meat every day because you can't put nothing in the refrigerator.
A pack of meat is not that expensive every day for a pack of
shit. Mine, because I'm cooking 2 different meats.
Well, I told you, make some kids go to bed hungry. They better double up on the lunches at school. Nah, but yeah. Car note, rent, everything else, whatever. Yeah. They get paid when they get paid.
True. So you just don't want to fall into a point where, like, that's why
financially stable.
Yeah, being financially stable is important because if you miss out on one check, then you asked out. Like 1 or 2 checks, then you asked out. Like you don't want to fall short.
Living check to check.
Yeah, that's like the worst thing ever. Like you don't want to fall short.
You gotta learn how to manage your lifestyle.
Right. All right, so
what's next?
Let's talk about Black communities and why we don't seek help, professional help. So, one thing could be you embarrassed. Like people may be embarrassed to get help, to get therapy.
I think sometimes people think it's not that big of a deal, or like I can figure it out myself.
True, but like Black men, that's one of the highest.
Yeah, because I done met a couple
people that suffers from depression, like. So
and I look at people now, like I'm a little older now, so I really look at people like you have issues,
right?
You need to figure those out. Why are you talking to me? Go talk to somebody else because you really need help.
And then like,
and there's nothing wrong with needing help.
It's definitely not. But growing up, some people figure like they parents or grandparents always told them like, don't put nobody in our business. Don't tell people what we going through in our household. Like you always supposed to keep that private. You never supposed to speak what's going on in your household.
I was watching Married at First Sight, and there's like an Asian girl up there. I think she's from the Philippines or something like that. Wherever she's from. Anyway, so she's up there, and she was saying like with her growing up, she wasn't allowed to show her emotions.
True, I've seen.
So I feel like especially for Black men, it's like, what you crying for? Tighten up. Yeah. I like for a man to tell me how they feeling. Yep. Sometimes I'm thinking like, does he have mental health issues? But then it's like he's saying what he's thinking and feeling, opposed to me. I'll think and feel stuff, but I won't say it out loud.
And that's deep for like a man to be raised by people or their family to tell him like
the vulnerability.
What you crying for? You got to be tough. Like men go through stuff too.
Men don't cry. Everybody cries.
Right, and that's
cry.
I heard that crying is like it helps you. It helped that your relieve stress a little bit. So let that out.
I don't mind crying. I'll cry in a heartbeat.
Another thing is like people who don't have the resources, especially in the black community, we don't have the resources. We don't know that our insurance pay for financial.
I was about to say, your insurance will pay for it.
Yeah, for
you don't have to pay $500 an hour. Your insurance will cover it.
And there's a lot of programs out there that will help you get the help that you need. There's a lot of programs out there that will help you.
And sometimes your job will cover you.
Right. I know working in the hospital, we had services that would help us, especially going through COVID, because from what I read and what I know, COVID really made a lot of people depressed. Everything they was going through, people lost their jobs, they lost their homes, lost a lot of loved ones. So of course you're gonna need professional help. And the job I work at, they was helping people for free to get
so they had the people help in the hospital already helping like the other employees.
Yeah, they had people in the hospital.
Would you feel comfortable doing that?
Not with people that I know.
Talk to a stranger.
Yeah, I would rather talk to a stranger myself too. They had people outside too. They got outside help too. So I thought that was pretty dope that we needed that. And they was like pushing us to take our PTO and pushing us to take time off because you needed that. Like at
the lady at work was telling me, she was like, you can take off from work for a mental health day. Mm-hmm. Don't think I'll be mad at you. I said, listen, lady, I don't care if you're mad at me. If I need to take off for work, I'm going to take off for work, especially to gather myself together because I'm working around children. I can't go in here with this bad juju in my head all over the place.
Right.
If I need a day, hey, you think I care if you're mad at me? I sure don't.
Yeah.
Call out. I won't be in tomorrow.
They know I'm going to take my days. I don't care. I take all my days.
And I never took this many days off from work until now. Like, I used to have, I didn't have perfect attendance because I always come to work late. But I was there every day
always
still.
Came, yeah.
And now I got a couple absences under my belt. Those are my mental health days, y'all.
So, I had read this article where people, it said that people who contacted COVID were 35% more likely to suffer from anxiety disorder and nearly 40% more likely to experience depression and stress. Like, what did you go through when COVID first happened? It ain't really bother you?
Let me tell you something. Before COVID happened, right? So COVID happened in March is when it actually hit and the world shut down. So when
2020.
Yeah. So when the new year came in, I'm like, I was in a little mindset where I'm like, I'm gonna stop drinking and hanging out because I didn't feel like I was accomplished, like I had accomplished anything for me to be doing it.
Right.
So I'm like, you keep drinking and having a good old grand old time. What are you celebrating?
Right.
You didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I stopped drinking. Child, when COVID hit, and I had to stay home with them kids. Right. After a week, I was like, "Oh no, this not working for me."
I think at first it affected me. At first, nobody really knew what really happened.
I didn't really smoke hookah like that until COVID hit.
We was happy just to be home. Me and Brandon was happy to be home with the kids.
Yeah,
the kids was out of school. It was good, and I honestly,
for a week or two.
Yeah,
and then after,
it was.
We got to go,
but then learning, but
it was nowhere to go.
Yeah, you had to stay in the house. It was like
you can only go to somebody else's house.
The stores, I never brought my kids to the stores when it was bad, so I had to go out there by myself. It was like going to the store was like a walking dead.
I hated going to ShopRite. ShopRite, the water in the bread aisles was always
empty.
I don't know why people thought it was the end of the world.
Yeah,
we was gonna have to just be stuck in the house.
It was to the point where some of the ShopRites, Walmart, Target, you couldn't even go to because they didn't have nothing. I had to end up going to stores I never went to, like that store called how you pronounce it? LIDL or something like that? In
Belleville?
No, in Union on 22. They got one on 22.
It's one in Belleville. It's
and that's the worst store ever. Right? Yeah, they don't got no name brand foods in there, no bags, no carts. Like, what the hell? I was mad as hell.
The liquor stores were sold out. I remember I went to a liquor store and where they have the Hennessy at, child, them racks was empty. I said, yo, these people in the house about to get lit.
Right. What else could you do?
It wasn't nothing to do
because you was in the house.
But I think what we could have, well, what a lot of people did though, they did like come up with ways to make money.
Right.
Because then they started sending out those checks. Say. Right. Yeah. So then when you get the checks, since the world is shut down, all you could do with your checks is find a way to flip your check to make more money. So people was like, oh, they selling these. Let me buy these. Let me get this. You ain't even going nowhere. But you don't even need this stuff.
Staying on topic, it was where some people didn't get the means that others had. Like some people never got their check. Some people still waiting on their check. Dang, some people still waiting on unemployment.
That's unfortunate. Mom,
it was like,
gone, baby, don't flip to the side.
It was to the point where a lot of people didn't have the means that we had. So I feel bad for them. And then it's like now they need help because they went through so much. Like they lost their job, they lost their homes, and
that was definitely a time to be saving. If you were getting those extra funds,
right?
That was definitely a time for you to be saving.
I don't think people thought it was going to last this long. Like,
yeah, I spent mine on like household decorations. Those things be expensive.
Yeah, I got makeup.
I
necessary shit. Like I bought me a wax kit to learn how to wax myself. One time I cried and I gave that to somebody else.
Never going back.
Yeah, but I knew I was going back because I'm in the hospital. Shit ain't gonna never close. So
oh yeah.
I was scared going to work.
That's like the good and bad thing about having those jobs is that it will never close. Like transportation services, like being a pilot or even a bus driver, a train conductor, a cab driver. Those jobs are never shutting down.
They was essential workers. They kept the world moving.
Yeah, those jobs will
Amazon
never ever
was coming
down.
Through. Amazon was busting
people was getting mad. Y'all keep ordering stuff. These people at work. I need my stuff. I don't got nothing to do.
Oh, FedEx and UPS was horrible.
This off topic. All right, let's go back. Let's go back.
We're into cutting up.
Already?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into our cutting up segment. This is a segment where we talk about who has been cutting up in social media or the news this week or recently, rather.
Recently.
So this week we want to talk about 23-year-old Taya Posley, who was abusing her 1-year-old daughter on social media. And you want to...
If y'all seen the video, like I couldn't really look at the video, but I had to because we have to discuss it today. So the video was horrible. Like I felt so sorry. She slapped her 1-year-old daughter and hit her again. Like she really slapped her like she was a person on the street. Because I guess the baby daddy wouldn't come home or he was out wherever he was at. She was just mad because he wouldn't be there. So she was like put out on her Instagram story, she looked just like you. And like she was just like so angry. Like I couldn't understand that. And then
it's definitely mental health
for the child to be that young to go through that. Like,
and the baby just crying, defenseless. She can't do anything.
So I guess people reported it to the police because they saw it and they locked her up. And it's just sad that first of all she need help, professional help. Second, I'm glad they arrested her. Third, it's sad because some people can't have kids, and for you to do that to a child, like that just made me want to cry.
And like, it's not even like the child did something bad,
right? She was doing that for a man.
Child because you did something wrong. You should have had kids by this man,
right? And she young. She's 23. Like I couldn't believe that. I really couldn't. It's just it's heartbreaking because the child was young. She's young. She don't know how to be a mother. She had a baby by somebody she shouldn't have had a baby by because he don't want to be with her. He not answering her on
I want her to get in her right mental state.
Out. Yeah.
I want her to get in her right mental state because eventually when her daughter gets older, she'll see this stuff. She'll see that footage. And I want for her to be able to explain to her daughter, I was not in the right mental state at that time. I really am sorry for what I did to you. If you can't do that to that baby, give her to somebody else.
Definitely.
The father or somebody. I don't know what she needs to do. But if you can't do that for that baby, that'd be heartbreaking. Right. Imagine your daughter is like 7 or something like that. And somebody shows her like, oh, look what your mom did to you when you was little.
Oh, my God.
That's sad. I'm about to cry.
Right, that's heartbreaking. That's sad. We definitely hope that she get the help that she need. Our prayers is out to both the child and her. The father, I don't care. But the mother, yes. She need help. Let's get into our mommy moment. Being that we talking about that because that made me sad.
It did.
Yeah. So I
got stuck for a minute because I don't. Right. I hate to see stuff like that. Like for you, that's to abuse what we want me
to adopt a child. Like I want them to get some love.
They need love. Yeah. They missing it from somewhere.
Right. So my mommy moment of the day is I'm learning to have patience with my children. I'm definitely learning, especially with my toddler. So yesterday by myself, which I usually do things with them by myself, but it was like an all day thing with them by myself. I took them to, after working a 12-hour shift, I took me a little nap, picked them up from school, and right after school we went to Chuck E. Cheese. It wasn't nobody in there. We had a great time, but my son, he act like he never been nowhere before, which he haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in a long time, but still, he haven't been there since he was a baby. But he was in there bugging. I'm touching him like, Titan, let's go to the other route or let's go upstairs. They got more stuff upstairs. And I grabbed him like this, and he just burst out, I said, Titan. Every time I touched him to bring him somewhere else or to show him something different, he just was screaming like he never did that before.
Maybe he thought that y'all was about to leave.
That's what I was thinking too. But when we left, he honestly was good when we left because I was in my head like, oh my God, how I'm gonna get him out of here? That's what I was thinking the whole
taking
time.
Them toddlers somewhere. They don't ever want to leave. It's time to leave. The place is closing.
Me and Terry tricked him. We got him on the elevator to bring him upstairs, and he saw that it was other stuff up there. And then when I brought him back down, I'm like, look, I'm hot, I'm tired, I don't care. These people looking at me, they're going to have to look. But he honestly did good when we left out. And then we went to Walmart. He cried a little bit. The lady came over. She said, ma'am, I thought that was my grandson. How he yelling over here? She said, I had to turn around and look. She said, I thought that was my grandson. She walked up to him. She said, what's the problem? What's wrong? Why is you screaming?
And do you like when people intervene like that? Because remember we was talking. We was talking to.
I don't mind, but it's because it's good to see that other people going through the same thing I'm going through. But
I like for you to mind your business. No, I
don't mind. I mean, yeah, I just hate when they look. Like, don't be looking like I'm doing something wrong to my child. Really like when they just stare like.
We was on a flight and them kids was crying. I said, oh my God. I threw my shades on, put my AirPods in.
Who was crying?
Some kids.
Oh, it wasn't.
They weren't mine, thank God. But we was stressed out on that flight, and it was going and coming back. Like, it was crying kids on both flights. Like, dang. The first flight, like, going, the kids, like, a couple of rows ahead were crying. They cried a lot, but coming back, we sat literally, like, next to someone who was crying.
So what's your mommy moment?
All right, so my mommy moment is I am learning how to give my kids more freedom. Because I used to, like, really show to my kids, like, I don't want them out of my sight. Like, I need to see them at all times. I'm still kind of like that, depending on, like, where we are. Mm-hmm. But I am learning to give them more freedom. And my cousin gave me some kudos. She said, oh, you let your kids outside? Good for you. You growing up. Yeah, sure. Girl, because they be getting on nerves, so they got to go over there now. But, but I am learning to, like, give them more freedom. But I have learned that my little one, when I give her freedom, like, if I'm not watching her, she's sneaky. She is sneaky little something.
Toddlers. But Timmy wasn't ever like that. But
it's a second born. Everybody says it's always a second born.
Yeah, I agree.
That little one, I don't know what. You
gotta watch.
I gotta watch her because now, like when people like, suppose I do give them like the freedom that they want. When somebody come back and say, "Oh, your daughter did da 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 da," yeah, I don't want to be in shock. I want to know that this is what my child does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you're gonna be. Don't be sneaky about what you're doing. Let me know what type of person you are so I can know how to handle situations beforehand. I caught her doing something down in Virginia. I said, what the what? I told her.
I mean, it's different. It's definitely different with the second child because Titan, he more adventurous and he, like, curious, I guess. But he into everything. So it's like I always have to keep my eye on him. Yeah, I'm trying to give him a little bit more freedom.
Don't you have no more daughters?
Oh, the daughter? My daughter perfect. She the only thing with Terry,
so too.
She's good, but she need to know how to clean. Like she need to get some chores going, and I'm about to make her a chart, and that's the struggle I'm having with her. Cause she thinks she's supposed to watch the game and do what she want all day, but no, I'm about to make her a chart. And she want to follow that every week. She need discipline. That damn Titan, I don't know. That's another whole.
Them second borns. Maybe I should have a third one because that second one be working my nerves.
Right.
Yo, never hit me get on here and talk about the first one. The first one.
That's what I'm saying. The first one's good.
That's what we complain about, though. We got to start bigging them up, too, though.
Well,
I bigged up Capri last time.
Yeah, they doing that.
When she was spelling
good, but yeah.
We got to start bigging them up, too. I don't want them to come back and watch this. Issue. Probably so.
Yeah. You heard him just screaming like he was crazy.
He was acting, you know.
Yeah, so.
I was trying to double team him. I'm on his side.
Yeah, he be bugging.
Yeah, but I'm just learning to give them a little more freedom. They don't have to always be like right up under me, like
right.
You know, even like now when they go out to play and stuff. So my cousin, when she comes around, she has her 4 girls and I have my 2 girls. So her 4 girls are aged from 5 to like 11 or 12, I think.
So still around that age of
kids. But they learn how to like all play together. Yeah. But with me, because mine are only 4 and 6, it's like, no, I need to see them. I gotta see them every single meet they doing.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm just learning how to open it up a little bit more and, you know, let them explore a little bit, but not too much.
That's how.
Because they're not finna like walk way somewhere crazy, but they could like go in the backyard while I'm in the front yard. I'm okay with that now. So I'm just learning to be more, you know.
So we still learning, period. We moms still learning because
every day is a learning experience.
As they get older, we learn different things.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God, I can't.
And then we learning with them again. Mm-hmm. So it's difficult, but we getting there. So I'm proud of us.
And our little babies, we just want the best for y'all. Don't look at this in 15 years and be like, my mom is annoying. we just want the best for y'all. We just trying to figure it out. That's all.
But yeah, we want to thank y'all again for tuning in. This episode 6, we getting there, guys. So just
episode 6.
So just keep tuning in, subscribe, and comment under and give us some topics. We need some more topics. I mean, we doing good with the topics, but I want to see
what y'all want us to talk about.
Yeah,
we don't want to talk about what we want to talk about. We want to talk about what y'all want to talk about.
And we got something special for you guys. We got a couple things coming up. So
we do.
Yeah.
So keep tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Turn the notifications on. Okay. Right. And make sure you're following us at speakingup_podcast.
Right.